It's Gorman in the morning with Fletcher and Ryder. Now, 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. Good Thursday morning. It is February the 19th. I'm feeling pretty good about things, and I'm here for the duration with Ryder.
So he still had silly drugs in his system.
That's what we're doing the silly drugs.
I tell you what, man, I've done silly drugs, and silly drugs are way better. I mean, make no mistake. If somebody ever says, hey, dude, serious drugs or silly drugs, go silly. Always go silly.
Pro tip from Steve.
It is, it's a condition I face pretty much at the top of every hour, Ryder. I start to feel Minnesota, which is one way to say, please, give me some headlines.
Oh, man, the most Minnesota headline today. No travel advisories were issued for both northern and southern parts of the state yesterday as a winter storm moved in, dumping heavy snow and bringing high winds. State Patrol reported 409 crashes and 316 spinouts, 22 jackknife tractor trailers between midnight and 8:30 p.m. yesterday. That is statewide. North Shore really got hammered with snow. Hovland, which I've never even heard of, is between Grand Portage and Grand Marais. 34 inches of snow.
I was watching some live cams from the North Shore.
Sure.
And, they closed massive amounts of the road, the whole road from, they were like, basically, hey, from Duluth to Canada,
Don't do it.
Just no. The answer is no.
24 and a half inches in Lutzen. That's some good skiing. 18 inches in Two Harbor. A foot in Castle Danger. Closer to home, 7 inches in Savage. 4 inches in Burnsville. 2.5 inches at the airport. Did you try and get out and about at all yesterday?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was not a good plan.
It was a really bad plan. But it was late. Okay, so snow's coming in. We're aware of it.
Yeah.
Rosemary and I we've reintroduced ourselves to the world of hot yoga.
Okay.
It's a beautiful thing.
Okay.
Back in the day. And so we had a 5:30 class. And so I looked on the ways and I was like, oh, it's really backing up. We should leave way early and get there. And it didn't matter. It wasn't way early enough. And at some point, after the GPS was like, don't get on the highway, apparently that was totally screwed up. We ended up in downtown trying to get through traffic at 5 p.m. during a snowstorm.
Wait, where's you're in Northeast. Where is the hot yoga class?
Lindale, I don't know.
Okay.
Just
Uptownish?
south. Just southish. Uptownish, sure. Lynn Lake, that's where it is.
Oh, that's not...
Right near the VFW.
There's no
Right near that cool gig at the VFW.
Yeah. The Ballantine or whatever. There's no good way to get from your part of town to that part of town, even when it's not snowing.
No, that's very true. And
boy.
Normally about a 12-minute drive, and then about 30 minutes in, we were like, we're not going to make it, and then it took another 30 to get home. So it's great, but we know it was nice. We got to catch up.
Good. I'm good to hear that. Minnesota lawmakers are upset they've been denied access to an unredacted audit of billing across the state's social service programs. They're saying they hope to identify and improve systems that enabled huge amounts of fraud in Minnesota. Federal prosecutors said total fraud in the state's social service programs could top $9 billion. But looking at these new reports, even the redacted version, Star Tribune has identified just $200 million. I predict this gets resolved in like 2028.
And I predict
it's going to be a while.
And by the way, I if it's $9 billion, I want to know. Yeah. I'll be shocked. I don't think people understand just how much money that is.
$1 billion.
$9 billion is. If there's that much fraud, then the lights wouldn't be on. I mean, again. Everybody involved needs to go away. I'm all for it. And if it's that much, I'll be the first guy to say, way to go. Keep uncovering it. But that number has always struck me as, you got to be kidding me.
I mean, $200 million is still too much.
Boatload and way too much. But that is so much money. Yeah.
37 Democrats introduced a bill guaranteeing paid sick leave for all American workers. The Healthy Families Act would let workers earn up to 1 week of sick time per year. This wouldn't impact employers with sick time policies that already exceed those requirements. Hey, wildfires, other end of the weather spectrum. Wildfires fueled by strong winds and dry weather burned 155,000 acres in Oklahoma, prompting evacuations of 4,000 people. Several structures have been destroyed, 4 firefighters injured while battling the blaze. Meteorologists expect the dangerous conditions to continue through at least today.
Good gosh.
Man, this one really just for me and Bill, the podcast guy, but I am stoked about this. Toadies and Local Aged have announced a summer tour with a stop at First Avenue this June. Tickets on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm not even playing the hit. I'm playing the Me and Bill song. So.
You're going deep into Toadies, huh?
Uh-huh. So,
Okay.
yeah, I will be there, and I will be tired at work the next day.
Fair enough. I'm excited for you. Between now and then, you can tell me who the toadies are.
Yeah, I'm on it. Shia LaBeouf got right back on that party gras horse after he was arrested in New Orleans early Tuesday morning. That was Fat Tuesday, after an alleged brawl on Bourbon Street. Just a short time after he was released from jail, he was back on Bourbon Street again, taking pictures with fans. He was holding his release papers in his mouth, taking pictures.
Shia, buddy.
I know. I feel like he's like 39. He's definitely a millennial. I feel like he might be the Charlie Sheen of the millennial generation. I'm waiting for like 15 years, the documentary to come out.
If memory serves, Project Greenlight. Remember the Ben Affleck, Matt Damon show where that's the first time the movie that they greenlit. It starred a young Shia LaBeouf. That's the first time he ever was anywhere that I was aware of. And he was really smart and really precocious and really full of himself in the way that a 16-year-old can be.
Sure.
And, of course, I remember watching it and the whole time thinking, yeah, he's not long for this.
He's going on.
I'm kind of amazed he's still around.
Well, he's not really doing much lately other than the party thing.
Well, you got to go with your skills.
You do, yes. I know you're excited because they are finally here. The aviation company Pivotal announced they're going to launch a vehicle that you can fly without a pilot's license. It's going to be a flying car, man. It's coming. It's called the Helix, and it only holds one passenger, but it allows you to take off vertically from your backyard and cruise at about 62 miles an hour. This ultralight vehicle just requires a 2-week training course and is going to cost you, any guesses?
Oh, I mean, in a sane world, $900 million, but I'm going to say, $38,000.
Oh, a little upwards of $38,000. It's going to cost $190,000.
Okay, good.
So,
that is at least cost prohibitive to most people.
To most people, yes. You getting in this or you getting in a Waymo first?
I'll do a Waymo first.
Okay.
I prefer to die on the ground, not approaching the ground from a high altitude. That's just my call.
All right.
Keep me at sea level as much as possible.
U2 released new music yesterday, a 6-song EP called Days of Ashes, in which the band covers topics like ICE, specifically the killing of Renee Good in Minneapolis, protests in Iran, the war in Ukraine, and more. Bono says these are songs of defiance, dismay, and lamentation. Songs of celebration will follow.
I'm what the U2 I really like, and there's plenty I don't care for.
Yeah.
But I will forever give them credit because those guys are in their mid-60s now, and they're still just like, hey, man, let's put on the boots and go kick some people. I mean, they have not dropped. They've not lost 1 ounce of that original energy that they had.
Yes.
Which is really, really, really rare.
Yeah.
Yep.
Twins are really upping their game to get fans into Target Field with $2 pregame beers, but the Rangers are kind of just making things awkward this season. They're going to give away a replica of a Nolan Ryan jersey that's covered in blood. Not his blood, but like blood designs.
Okay.
This is a throwback to 1990 when Nolan Ryan was hit in the lip by Bo Jackson and bled all over his jersey.
Oh, right. I remember that. Yeah.
Does this seem a little weird to you?
It's a little weird. The blood-splattered jersey of, like a mock-up of that seems a little strange, yes.
Yeah. Even the promotions guy, the head of their ballpark entertainment, said designing blood is not in my repertoire of things I've done in the past. Getting the right color, getting the right print options to make it look authentic was very tough.
If I were a Yankees fan, I'd be saying, why don't we do a Jeter jersey that's soaked in champagne?
I'm glad you're not a Yankees fan.
Me too. I hate the dark side. Let's talk sports. Today, women's curling, USA Team Peterson back at it in about an hour against Switzerland. Women's hockey, gold medal game. Of course, it's the U.S. versus Canada at 12:10. Men's hockey yesterday, all the quarterfinals were ridiculous. Canada against the Czech Republic went into overtime. Finland and Switzerland went into overtime. And then, of course, we have a 1-0 lead over Sweden. That would be us, the United States.
Yep.
Long through the whole game, and then with 1:30 to go in the third period, Sweden empties the net. They get the equalizer. It's ridiculous. We go to overtime. Quinn Hughes is on the ice for the Americans, our guy.
As he should be.
And he waves off the substitution. No.
Oh.
And then waves it off again. No, I'm not leaving. And it's a really good thing he didn't, because 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the extra period.
Now Quinn Hughes, we played 3.5 minutes in overtime. Quinn Hughes shoots, he scores!
Bam!
He scores! Czechoslovakia.
Yeah, baby.
There we go.
Heck yeah. The only skater on the American roster has played more than 20 minutes in every game, and he is, of course, going against our opponent's top lines every time. 27 minutes. He averaged 56 seconds per shift yesterday. He was on the ice for the final 75 seconds, and who but Joel Eriksson Ek, his teammate here in Minnesota, was focused on him the whole time. He was wearing him out on the ice, found the space, got the shot, launched him. He's he's been the MVP of the American team so far.
Yes.
So it just makes me that much more excited for the final push to the NHL season. First things first, we got to beat Slovakia, then we got to play in the finals. But, that was a really, really exciting moment and a really exciting day for hockey. I'm going to mention Michaela Schifrin again, who won the women's slalom yesterday. If you get a chance to see her post-ski race presser, where she talked about what it was like to ski without her father, who she lost recently, it's about a 2-minute. She should run the world. What a brilliant, insightful, and phenomenal person she is. Oh, and she's the greatest slalom skier ever. Check this out. The winning margin in the women's slalom from the Olympics, 98, 2002, 2006, 2010, 14, 18, and 2022.
Yeah.
The combined winning margins between gold and silver for those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 recent Olympics is 1.50 seconds. The combined. She won yesterday by 1.51 seconds.
Oh, damn.
That is winning literally
nuts.
by a mile.
Yeah.
That is incredible what she did at 30 when there was already pressure because she hadn't taken home the gold since 14.
Yes.
It's an incredible accomplishment for Michaela Schifrin.
Hell yeah.
Well done, kid. Mm-hmm. East Bethel. Don't look Bethel. Old people know what I'm talking about. East Bethel, glad to have you with us this morning.
Yeah.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. Rank you very much. Why don't we? Okay, I've already explained it once quickly. The idea is this. We need your top 3 songs, or maybe your bottom 3. If someone's going to torture you by putting you in a room and playing one song on a loop,
okay,
what's going to make you go the craziest, the quickest?
And this is like no sleep, just continuous.
No. You are in a well-lit room 24/7, and one song plays, and then it ends. And right when you think, oh, silence, it starts again. And it never ends, and it's going to break you.
Okay.
What is that song going to be? Give us your top 3. In reverse order, of course, because that's how we do it around here. Let's just dive right in. Ryder, what's your number 3?
Oh, and it pains me to play this, but just if it was on a loop 24 hours, I don't think I'd be able to hand it. And it's tough because I love it so much. But if you did it continuously and it never completed and we never got to the Tasty Freeze or any of the Jack and Diane stuff, it would drive me insane.
It's like when you see an athlete with OCD and he can't leave the court until he hits 9 free throws in a row and he keeps getting 8 and misses, and he's there all night. Yeah, it's one of those.
Is it Steph Curry? Is that the athlete?
No.
Okay.
No. He's the last thing that guy's dealing with is OCD.
Okay. You're feeling me because you know how much I love sucking on a chili dog.
Oh no, sometimes these can be artists you love and songs you love. It's just like sometimes I think about the end of MASH when the guy said, music's always been my refuge. Now when I go home, it's going to be a reminder. So it destroyed music for him. Honeycutt. Well, not Honeycutt. The pompous ass.
I don't. Never
okay,
saw it.
Oh my God. What is wrong? I got to get off the MASH references. Okay, so but so like I say, there can be artists you love.
I know.
And my number 3, my number 3, case in point. For years, a huge Santana fan, but then something changed at the end of the millennia, 1999. He put out this song with Rob Thomas.
No.
First time I heard this song, this is what I thought. 25 years from now, there's going to be a thing called AI, and this is the kind of song that I will accuse AI of writing. That's what I thought in 1999. It's indescribable the way that, okay, I've mentioned this before. I can't eat duck. Like if you give a meal with duck meat, there's something about my body that rejects it.
Okay.
I've tried a variety. Anytime I ever put duck in my mouth, my body will not allow me to swallow it. I have a physical reaction.
You tried eating loon yet?
No.
Okay.
No, but I would be. It's weird. Anything with duck, people, oh my God, this duck breast is amazing. This shredded, it's a thing. This song, Smooth, the first time I heard it, it did the same thing to me. I was just like, oh, and if I mean, it's bad enough just right now. But boy,
I can tell.
No, it just sends me to a place. If you lock me in a room for 24 hours and want to see me, a puddle, just put on Smooth.
I think we're going to get there in about 3 minutes.
That's true. Let's go ahead and let's move on. 651-989-ROCK, the Luther Westside Volkswagen Talking text line. We're going to get to some of yours right now. Ryder, you're number 2.
My number 2, and this one I think is going to make you upset because it's so drummer-centric. I respect Phil Collins.
Sure.
And I understand that people love this song, but it's so drawn out. How long does it take to get to the
26 minutes.
It's freaking forever. And even if you put it on a loop, and we got there multiple times, we're only 30 seconds into this, and I'm just like, it isn't coming until 3 minutes and 24 seconds.
Think about a time and place when this could be a top 10 hit on pop radio. How far off
wild.
Man, isn't it?
Yeah, so I know this is a popular one. I know it's a lot of people's, I would say maybe their favorite song, but still.
I get it. No, you got to imagine, like, just the repetitive. Sure, you're like, oh my God. And by the way, that 3 minutes and 24 seconds, it would just get longer every time too.
I know.
That's tough. All right, my number 2.
What you got?
Again, I'm going back to the 90s, or not 80. No, it's 90, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm going to apologize in advance. I'm sorry. It's Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. At a time when samples were correctly considered plagiarism.
Yeah.
This numbnuts, Robbie Van Winkle, showed up to remind the world that, huge pants and a bizarre haircut and a Dunning-Kruger approach to talent is all you need to succeed wildly. This galled me. First of all, he's ripping off one of my favorite songs of all time. Under Pressure is a top 10 of my life.
Okay.
For a lot of reasons that we don't need to go into. I truly love that song. And then on top of it, ripping off that bass line, he went on to say many, many times, no, it's not the same. I added a note. He'd go like, no, I do the do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That extra do, that's different. So it's not a ripoff. This song brings me back to a time when music was the single most important thing in my life by a long shot, probably too important, and he just represented every single thing that was wrong with pop music. And to this day, he still does.
Yeah. I love how you called him by his government name.
Oh, man. He's the worst. Thank you very much. The song that would be best utilized against you. If you had to listen to a song on repeat, on a loop, 247, what song would break you the hardest? We're ranking our top 3s on the Luther Westside Volkswagen Talking text line 651-989-ROCK. Got a lot of Rick rolls going on. Yeah, sure. But come on, it's upbeat. It's happy.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of.
It's just whatever thing. It's the brain thing. You're expecting one thing, and then it never completes because you got this chucklehead here.
That's exactly it. Maybe the Foo Fighters version would be a midway point.
Nice.
A shocking number of people have suggested the song by Toto, Africa. Wow.
Really?
I mean, I get it. I don't know what they're talking about either. I guess the rain's. Whatever.
Werewolves. They're talking about werewolves.
Is that it? Okay.
Yes.
Good to know. On the talking text line, Jason wrote, number 3, It's a Small World. Number 2, Walk Like a Dinosaur. Number 1, What Does the Fox Say? Jason is in the Parenthood Tunnel, apparently.
I guess so.
All right, let's wrap it up. Let me get your number 1, Ryder.
Oh, you're going to be real upset here. Okay, so this is the isolated drum tracks from Fool in the Rain. And again, it's that the puzzle, Steve's drumming along right now. It's that the puzzle never gets filled in.
Oh.
Robert Plant doesn't come in with his "Oh Baby."
This is how this song is supposed to be played.
There's no guitar coming in.
Who needs it?
There's none of the other instruments.
I hear all the instruments. I hear so much. There's a snare drum and a kick drum and a hi-hat, and that's an orchestra the way my man's playing it right there.
Like, I get how talented he is. I love when Steve sends me this clip so that we can talk about some cool drumming stuff on the show. But it's just torture because, like you, I hear the other instruments in my head, but not in my ear. And it just makes me batty.
That put me in a great mood. And now I'm about to ruin my own great mood.
Okay.
My number one. Let's just get to it. Oh, Celine. Okay, first things first. I hated that movie with the heat of 1,000 suns. Okay, I don't know if I hated the movie or the hype around the movie more.
Yeah.
But when I finally went to go see it, I sat there going, "You got to be kidding!
Yeah.
I can't believe this is what the world's losing its mind over." But I mean, seriously, I'm supposed to feel good about a 90-year-old woman dropping generational wealth into the ocean at the end.
Yeah.
To protect the memory of a dude she wouldn't let share a door with her. A priceless artifact that could, at the very least, secure her grandchildren's grandchildren.
Yeah.
Not to mention any number of communities.
Okay.
But that aside, I've from the first time I ever saw and heard Celine Dion, I looked at her like a circus sideshow. I couldn't know. I'm just like, there's something very wrong with this. She was like created in some weird lab where they would make a Quebecois kid with bad teeth attractive. I don't know. It's a me thing. It's like the duck. It's like the Vanilla Ice haircut. I see Celine and I immediately had this visceral
Yeah.
But I'm like the animal trapped in the gaze of the cobra. I can't turn away.
Yes.
I just stare. Anytime she's on TV, she'd be on like the Tonight Show in the 90s. I'd be like, "Oh my God, turn it up. I have to get freaked out."
Man.
The most beautiful song. And then her performance in all of her videos where she's she's so dramatic. Oh my God. There's nothing that gets me quite like that. And of course, if you've ever been to Quebec, you know those people are all just douchebags anyway. They're so upset that they're not French. We are not French. We are not Canadian. We are Quebecois, but we speak French and we look down on noses. They make people in Paris look like hippies.
Really?
Oh.
Okay. Well, I'll avoid that whole area. This song was very close to making my list.
Was it really?
Yes. And the reason it was such torture is because you couldn't get away from it when it came out.
Yeah.
It was like it was on a 24-hour
We've all lived through this already.
loop, and you just couldn't make it stop.
That's exactly it. Oh. All right, I'm glad we shook that off.
Yeah, me too.
Good Thursday morning. Hey, our buddy Rudy Pavich is coming by later today.
Nice.
Rumor is. That's the word on the street. And speaking of the streets, he's got some stuff to do this morning if he can make it through the streets of the Twin Cities.
Dude, it's like 6 or 7 accidents already.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's really nuts. Yesterday, driving with Rosemary late afternoon, I was astounded at the number of people just sliding all around me. I mean, light turns green and they're just punching it. I'm like, what are you doing? Uh-huh. It's just, we're just all moving. We're just crawling here.
Dial
it's okay.
it back.
Yeah, it's wild. But speaking of which, you get a car when you're a new driver and you think like, oh, well, how big a deal can it be to drive in the snow and the ice? I mean, whatever. You just got to go a little slower. And the answer is no, go a lot slower. Let's just all get where we're going. Just you know what? Just put on KQ and let the music take you where you're going.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's not rush. Another big surprise for most drivers, and not even new drivers, still drivers, is what it costs per year just to own and operate a car.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Listen. So you've got the whatever your car payment is, or your loan or lease payment. Mm-hmm. You've got gas. You've got insurance. You've got maintenance, service, repairs, auto parts, accessories, tires. All these things just come up. You constantly, if you want that car to get you where you need to be, you got to keep it in good shape.
Sure. Yeah. That's
generally
fair.
speaking. So. Just ballpark it. Don't think about it. What do you imagine you spend in the course of a year on your car?
I'm going to say like $4,000.
Okay.
And that's gas. That's, a handful of oil changes. My car doesn't really need any maintenance quite yet. It's about 45,000 miles on it.
All right.
And that's insurance. So that's what I'm going to guess.
Well, apparently the average driver underestimates the annual cost by about $4,000. Oh. So we could say you're probably closer to 8 going by that. So this is, by the way, outside of loan and lease payments, the average response was about $2,500, and the average yearly total is more like $7,300.
Oh,
younger drivers, even more, around $10,000. Gas and insurance are the biggest, like $2,000, $1,700 respectively.
Okay.
$2,000 a year in gas. That's not a small amount of money.
No.
$1,800 for insurance, another not small chunk of change.
Yeah.
And so you've got tolls, parking, car washes, every little thing you throw in there, about $7,000. And by the way, according to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car in 2025 for the first time was over $50,000.
No way.
The average.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's getting a little out of hand. A little more expensive than you might think. The first time I bought a car, one of my older brothers was like, hey, man, this is nice. I go, thanks. He goes, what'd you pay for it? And I said, too much. And he goes, well, how much is your insurance? I go, a lot. And he goes, okay, how many miles to the gallon does it get? And I was like, not many.
I don't know.
I bought a Range Rover. I made a lot of money, and I spent half of it on a car.
Ooh.
Because I was dumb in 1991.
Was this the big first Rockstar purchase?
Yes, it was. It was the first and only Rockstar purchase because I could not. I drove the car for 2 years feeling like a schmuck.
Oh.
I never felt cool about it. I was like, I loved it.
Range Rover is cool.
It was, especially in 1991. You didn't see very many of them, and it still had the old body style. And I'd been on tour in Europe, and I'd seen them all over England. I was like, those are cool. What is that? And I got home, and there was one for sale.
Nice.
And I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? I felt. Didn't occur to me to finance it. I just paid cash because I was like,
why wouldn't you?
Well, I tell you why. Because I could have put that into the bank. Something like that.
Benchmark.
No, it's true. It was in the grand scheme of things, hardly a catastrophic purchase. But at the time, I was just like, what am I doing? If I'm not going to feel cool driving it, then I should get rid of it. And so for a couple years, I was in this middle ground of, I love this car, but I think it makes me look like a douchebag. Not a good place to be.
It wasn't a Hummer.
It was the 90s.
Okay.
We were angst-ridden, okay? It was all about artistic integrity and the various tentacles therein.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Kurt Cobain bought a Lexus and couldn't stand himself. So, me and Kurt, we have a lot in common.
Okay.
Well, anyway, but my brother was grilling me about the costs of things. And after that one conversation, that's when I really felt stupid. It was like, I just thought I'd buy a car and that would be the end.
Yeah.
And it's just the beginning. Now I'm going through this with my son, who has his first, not even new, but a newish car.
Okay.
He had an old beater, a Corolla that totaled last year. And so now he's got a 4-year-old car that he's responsible for it. It's all on him. And he's just like, I can't believe how much this costs.
But your son lives in L.A. and it's
certainly does.
He can't not have a car in L.A. It just doesn't work.
Oh no, that's very true. And you have to you have to be able to rely on it. I mean, it's like, it's cool to go get the old beater and think it's kind of funny, and no, man, in that town, and he's in the industry, if you will. You can't be late. It's like it's a grinder community. You got to be on time. You got to be early. You got to stay late. It's like your car has to work, man. Mm-hmm. Make no mistake about it. But at least he's not in New York City, where a parking spot in New York City. If you live in New York City and have a car, you're paying so many extra things you don't think about. But just to have a parking spot at a garage in Brooklyn, not Manhattan, but like in Brooklyn, which is still in certain neighborhoods very nice, minimum you're $1,000 a month.
$1,000?
Minimum.
I was gonna say $250.
Oh no! If you're like in Brooklyn Heights, if you're Brooklyn Heights, Cobble Hill, right over the bridges, $1,000 a month easy. If you're on like the Upper West Side of Manhattan, you're several $1,000s a month for your parking space.
Damn.
Just to park your car that you rarely use. You're spending that much money.
You might as well just live in the car at that point.
When we lived in Brooklyn 25 years ago and had a car with us and had a lot around the corner, there's always a guy on staff. And you don't go in yourself. I mean, you call ahead and then it's waiting for you and you get there. It was pretty sweet. And 25 years ago, that was like $300 a month.
Damn.
Which was like, holy crap. But we had a baby, and I wasn't not going to have a car when I had a newborn in the scene. Once you get a baby, you're like, we got to have a car available. It's around the corner, and I got to call ahead, but it's available.
Yeah.
Not the most convenient place for babies and toddlers in New York City.
I guess
not unless you're from there, and then it makes perfect sense. Got $190,000, you can buy a flying car. They're coming.
Yeah.
It's an inevitability. Mm-hmm. Or if you prefer, just drive real fast and hit a dirt mound and see if your car can fly as is.
Oh man,
that's exactly
style.
That's exactly right. That's what happened in Oregon. A driver of a pickup truck recklessly driving through an intersection hit a dirt mound, going a little faster than the speed limit in a residential area, you might imagine, because his pickup truck then launched well over 100 feet before slamming into a wall of a home where a family were all sound asleep. We've got a little bit of audio.
It's literally launched and boom, right in my house. I just hear this boom and the house shakes. And I'm like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, I must be in a sleep stupor or something. I can't process like what I'm seeing in front of me. I didn't expect a flying truck.
No, wasn't expecting the flying truck.
And of course, thankfully, the house across the street had the Ring camera fully operational, and it is a spectacular video to see a pickup truck. It's not like 4 feet off the ground. It's 10 feet off the ground, flying like a missile. It's kind of a miracle nobody was killed, much less seriously injured.
Oh, yeah. You ever go down that rabbit hole of watching people who don't know how traffic circles work and they just drive straight over them?
It's incredible.
Like that?
It's very much like that.
Okay.
Yes. Traffic circles, the greatest and worst thing ever invented.
Oh, I love
depending
them.
on your perspective. Yeah. Oh, I love them too. It's just the idea. You know, there's nothing quite like approaching a traffic circle. It's not unlike the first time in the year when you walk out and you realize you're walking on ice.
Yeah.
You're like, does everybody know what's going on? You start to slow down too soon. You're like, okay, I'm in, and you get out. You get in, you get out. You're like, whew, thank God. Yeah. Traffic circles, they're your friend if you just take a minute to learn how to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. It's Thursday, February the 19th. Rudy Pavich is in studio with us. Rudy.
What's up, buddy?
Back from Vegas for a hot weekend at down at the Mall of America. Mm-hmm. Rick Brunson's.
Yep. Yeah, tonight and Sunday. So 7:30 tonight, 7 p.m. on Sunday.
And what do people say in Vegas when they say, where are you from? And you say Minnesota. What do people think of Minnesota?
Their usual answer is, oh, I'm from Minnesota too. That is, it's usually.
Really?
At least in the winter months.
Yeah, because especially when I do Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club on Tuesdays, we get the residency there. I'll always talk about being from Minnesota. And so many people stop me afterwards and go, where are you from? And I tell them Hibbing. And then I had a guy the other day go, I'm from a small town up in Minnesota. And I go, where are you from? And he goes, Maple Grove. I was like, it's like the third richest city in Minnesota. What are you talking about, Maple Grove? You got more people in your high school than I have in my entire town.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? Yeah.
That's awesome. We got to get, speaking of Minnesota, we're feeling Minnesota, so let's have some headlines, Ryder.
Minnesota lawmakers are upset they've been denied access to an unredacted audit of billing across the state's social service programs, saying they'd hope to identify and improve systems that enabled huge amounts of fraud in Minnesota. Federal prosecutors say total fraud in Minnesota's social services could top $9 billion, but the Star Tribune has identified just $200 million. It is going to be years before we figure this crap out.
$200 million is a whole lot of money. $9 billion is an incomprehensible amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
That's just somebody just like, I don't know, say $9 billion. Yeah, it's like we forget how much that really is. I'm sorry, that's just that's not possible.
No.
Whatever it is, let's put them all away.
Mm-hmm.
These are if fraudulent people, the fraudsters, they all need to pay. But I'll be the first guy to say I'll eat my hat if there's $9 billion of fraud. That's just an incomprehensible amount of money.
$200 million is it? Money
That's
is
what
just
I'm saying. That's crazy money.
Promise from a computer. It doesn't mean anything anymore. U2 released new music yesterday. It is a 6-song EP called Days of Ash, in which the band covers topics like ICE, specifically the killing of Renee Good in Minneapolis, protests in Iran, the war in Ukraine, and more. Bono says they are songs of defiance, dismay, and lamentation. Songs of celebration will follow.
What are they, 46 years in? 46 years since the first record?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say this. No, the Rolling Stones, 46 years in, didn't have quite that amount of. They weren't still like, no, really,
we can do
we
this.
mean it. Like U2, I'll give them credit, and I've said this many times. I like a lot of it. Some of it doesn't do a thing for me.
Yeah.
But they do not have. They don't pussyfoot.
No.
There's no half measures with that band.
Yeah. Same sunglasses, too. I appreciate that.
Incredible.
That's amazing.
I've never held onto a pair for more than 6 months in my life. That dude, decades.
Good for him. Metal band Lamb of God announced a new album last month, and fans were surprised they'd changed up their logo. Frontman Randy Blythe said the change was necessary because it looks like, quote, a falafel restaurant menu with a platypus font. You can envision this now?
I know what it is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He nailed it. And I love falafel. He's saying had they known 20 years ago what they know now, they would not have used it. It seems to have worked out okay.
I think it did okay for them, yeah. Mark Morton, one of the guitarists in the band, is a buddy of mine. He's a great guy. And when we first met, he goes, hey, man, I'm working on a record. is a solo record. I'd love you to play on it. I go, dude, I can't play that kind of music.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it doesn't sound at all like Lamb of God. It's like rock and roll music. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. It worked out great. My first thought was the last thing anyone needs is me trying to play thrash metal or speed metal or whatever they call that music.
Yeah, did you guys see 3 months ago somebody did a Jesus, I don't know, you want to call it it was like a church service almost called Lamb of God. And tickets were on Ticketmaster.
I did.
Oh, that's great.
And all these metalheads and graphic T-shirts with dandruff and long hair show up, and they're like, "Where's Lamb of God?" And they're like, "No, we're doing communal wine right now."
That's great.
Yeah.
And nothing more Minnesota than this. No travel advisories were issued for both northern and southern parts of the state yesterday as a winter storm moved in, dumping heavy snow and bringing high winds. State Patrol reported 409 crashes, 316 spinouts, and 22 jackknife tractor trailers between midnight and 8:30 p.m. yesterday. It was the North Shore that really got it bad. Hovland, which I've honestly never heard of, it's between Grand Portage and Grand Marais. 34 inches of snow, 25 and a half inches in Lutzen. That's some real good skiing. 18 inches in Two Harbor. Locally, 7 inches in Savage, 4 inches in Burnsville, 2.5 at the airport.
Have you missed us, Rudy? You moved to Las Vegas. You
yeah.
come back to perform and the snow shows up.
Oh, yeah. Now, all week, my girlfriend was going, it's in the 50s. It's great. I was like, fake spring.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
I mean, I was literally landing at MSP yesterday, looking out the window going, I don't see anything yet. And then, there's the runway.
There it is.
Because we got, it was brutal.
Yeah, right on. What else we got, Ryder?
Wildfires fueled by strong winds and dry weather burned out 155,000 acres in Oklahoma, prompting evacuations of 4,000 people. Several structures have been destroyed and 4 firefighters injured while battling the blaze. Meteorologists expect the dangerous conditions to continue through today. Whole other type of weather down there.
Wow.
Shia LaBeouf got right back on that party gras horse after he was arrested in New Orleans early Tuesday morning. That'd be Fat Tuesday, after an alleged brawl on Bourbon Street. Just a short time after his release from jail, LaBeouf was spotted partying with fans. He even had posed for pictures, had his release papers in his mouth. I think he posted on his own socials, "Free me" or something along those lines.
Shia the Beef, cutting loose.
I mean, that's what Mardi Gras is all about, is it not?
I guess so. I mean, is it maybe we'll find out he's doing research for a new role.
I'm waiting for him to photobomb one of the Gorman in their pictures.
Oh, there's a few down there.
Yeah.
You ever been to Mardi Gras?
I haven't yet.
I haven't yet, nor will I.
Yeah, no.
It's not on the list.
Yeah, listen, I'm down for a good time. That's why I moved to Las Vegas. Trust me. Yeah, my proclivity is to a party, and but every time I see stuff like that, Shia LaBeouf going down, I'm like, dude, you're in your 40s now. What are you doing? Stop it. Knock it off, man. Yeah.
I know you didn't get a chance to do this when you were a teenager. You were already working.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Please.
And they are here. The aviation company Pivotal announced the launch of a vehicle that you can fly without a pilot's license. Yes, it's the flying car. It's called the Helix. It holds only one passenger and allows you to take off vertically from your backyard, cruise at about 62 miles an hour. It's an ultra-light vehicle, so it's just a 2-week training course. One of these bad boys will cost you $190,000, so not totally out of reach.
He died doing what he loved, wasting $200,000 on a flying car.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I saw was a commercial during the Olympics saying that, hey, we're the new, what do they call it, air taxi of the 2028 Olympics in LA. Well, first off, super scary. I'm not ready for that technology yet. No. And number 2, maybe that's a sign to LA. Do something about the traffic around here.
Maybe.
Don't you guys remember it's Kobe Bryant? I mean, we all know how that turned out.
Didn't go so well.
No.
Twins are really upping their game to get fans to Target Field with $2 pregame beers. The Rangers, though, are making things just awkward for their fans. For their season, they're going to give away on May 29th a replica of a Nolan Ryan jersey, but it is covered in blood. 1990, Nolan Ryan was hit in the lip by Bo Jackson, bled all over his jersey. I guess he pitched 6 innings, though.
6 innings in a blood-soaked jersey.
Yeah.
And now they're recreating it.
Yes, to give to fans.
That's great. It's like the Yankees did that Babe Ruth with all the mustard from the hot dogs on it. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd wear the Babe one before I'd wear that one.
I would too.
Yeah.
Let's talk sports while we're talking sports. The Winter Olympics are rolling along in Italy. You paying any attention, Rudy?
Love the Olympics.
Yeah.
I'm a fan, yeah.
It's pretty great. Team USA men's hockey quarterfinal yesterday against Sweden. We have a 1-0 lead throughout the whole game, and with a minute and a half left, we give up the equalizer. Brutal empty netter for the Swedes. We go into overtime, and then it's like, hey, let's just let that kid from the Wild, Quinn Hughes, take over. Quinn Hughes was on the ice the final 75 seconds. He waved off a sub. He's like, no, man, get back on that bench, kid. I got this. He had an assist on the team's first goal. He's been on the ice over 20 minutes every game so far for Team USA, 27 minutes yesterday, 56 seconds per shift. I mean, he's just an absolute Iron Man, and he has led the team. He would be your Team USA MVP up to this point. I think it's pretty safe to say. Michaela Schifrin got her gold medal finally. First time she's medaled in the Olympics since 2018. She won the women's slalom yesterday. Check this out. The last 7 slalom gold medalists, the margin of victory from gold to silver combined was 1.50 seconds.
Wow.
7 races, combined total of separation from gold to silver, 1.50.
Jeez.
Michaela yesterday won by 1.51 seconds.
Wow, no way.
It's like she ran half a mile in the mile race. Like she beat everyone by that much. Dominant performance, absolutely astounding. She's awesome. On this day in 1996, Charles Barkley became only the 10th player in NBA history to get 20,000 points and his 10,000th rebound.
Okay.
The round mound of rebound, as he was called as a fat kid at Auburn. It was in 1996. He was still playing a really good brand of basketball. I met Charles Barkley one time. I looked him in the eye. All right, and I'm 6'3". And I was wearing, I had these Harley, boots. Probably gave me an inch, call me 6'4". I was looking him in the eye because he's 6'4.5".
Oh, okay.
Charles Barkley, listed at 6'8", one of the most dominant interior players in NBA history, is 6'4". And when I recognized that, it caused my DNA to shut down. My central nervous system just went, wait, what?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, what? That's the guy I watched dunk over 7-footers, and he's my height, maybe an inch taller. Freaked me out. It was like I was shaking hands with an alien. I mean, you think he's way big dude. No, what a monster he was. Maplewood, glad to have you with us this morning.
Giddy up.
Come on, giddy up, Maplewood. Rudy Pavich is in studio. He's also at Rick Bronson's House of Comedy tonight and Sunday headlining. You are opening tomorrow and Saturday. Did I get that right?
Yeah. So headline tonight, Friday, Saturday, opening for Preacher Lawson, and then headlining Sunday. So
very nice. Because you chose a long time ago to enter yourself into the weirdest occupation imaginable.
Yeah, I jumped out of radio and got into an equally as hard and moneyless.
Yeah. No, there's one thing to sit in front of a microphone and talk to, here's you and there's Ryder, and then I imagine people are listening. Yeah. Comedy is standing, holding a microphone, and you know damn well how many people are listening and how many people are laughing. It's instant feedback, and it's brutal. What in the world?
Yeah, there was I talk about this anytime because I tour with a lot of different comics, but one guy I tour with a lot is Michael Yo, who's half black, half Asian.
Okay.
And when his Asian crowd shows up, I bomb terribly. Terribly. Because they're very polite people, but they fold their arms and they wait until Michael comes up.
Sure.
And I've had people come up to me after, because we were in Vancouver, very Asian-centric population. And afterwards, I sat up there. I had a good set, not a silent set, but it was okay.
Yeah.
And afterwards, people came up and bought $1,000 worth of merch from me. And they were like, "You're so funny." And I go, "Well, your face didn't say that." Because I sat there for an hour. Yeah. But they're just polite. They just wait. And they're listening. But when his black crowd shows up, I'll murder.
Yeah.
But there's always, because the part about a black crowd is 50% of the crowd is funnier than the person that is on stage at the moment.
It's troubling, to be sure.
Yes, there was a woman one time. It was a mostly urban room, and I think it was in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm having a good set, but there was one woman older black woman sitting with her arms folded, just staring at me, not laughing. And 10 minutes into my set, I go, "Ma'am, what's the matter? You haven't laughed yet." And she goes, "'Cause I'm waiting for something funny to happen."
There it is.
And the room blew up.
Of course,
and I was like, we're going to call this. Every joke from here on out will never be as funny as this moment.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's good stuff. So you've murdering and killing and bombing, just the words comedians use to describe their sets. It tells you right away we're dealing with a troubled group of people.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. No communication. We're all just the biggest lowlifes on the planet, and then we use terms that definitely put us in. Yeah.
You just mentioned before we came back on. So but I mean, I'm endlessly fascinated with the trials and tribulations, the path of the comic. You're on the Strip in Vegas. You see your light. Your name is in bright lights. You're doing a set at, where was it? The MGM?
Yeah, I'm at the MGM. So Brad Garrett's Comedy Club.
Yeah. You're there. You're on the Strip. Your name in lights. You do your set, and then a couple hours later, you're in a hole in the wall down the street that no one's there because you just can't stop doing it.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Las Vegas. Minneapolis, great comedy scene. It's a farm system. You can work your way up. Vegas, you have to show up good.
Yeah.
There's no club that is going to go, "Oh, yeah, you're new in town. Well, why don't you do a guest spot on the Late Show?" It's you got to show up with your A game. You got to be all. So there's really no farm system, and there's not really an open mic system because everybody who is somewhat kind of talented, they just drive 4 hours to Los Angeles, and then they go there. So if you want to do some time and you got to work stuff out, you are literally doing comedy in the back of a laundromat. Yeah. There's a place called Mom's Basement, and when you get there, you go, "This is Mom's Basement." They weren't good. It's a literal sign, Mom's Basement, and that's where the comedy is happening. But it's you're either on the Strip, because we do Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club on Tuesday nights in Vegas, and then we do I'm past at like LA Comedy Club at the Strat. I do Brad Garrett's. Wise Guys is out there. The Comedy Cellar at the Rio, tough room to get in.
Yeah.
And you really gotta be in to be able to get that room. And I travel too much. I'm gone. I've been in Vegas now for a year and a half. I have been there for a total of 3 Fridays.
Whoa!
Over the last year and a half. Every weekend I'm gone.
Yeah.
So
it is a grind. What's the latest? Are you at a stage in your career where you're an old man on your porch looking at the kids going, "Hey, come on, let me tell you about my days"? Are you still in the middle ground? Like, where are you in that scheme? Because there's always a younger crop coming up.
Yeah.
Are you looking down your nose, or are you still offering support? Where are you right now with this?
Well, luckily, like we're a business and a art form that you can do well into your 80s.
Yeah.
So even as good as I think I am, there's always going to be somebody who shows up to a show who's 25 years older than me, who is not as known and kills. It blows me off the stage. Absolutely. So, but it is nice to see some of the younger kids that are coming up nowadays, because you'll see them and they go, everything sort of evolves. I mean, Jerry Seinfeld back in the day was like, "What's up with turnips?" And we were like, "Wow, that is so funny. How prolific." And then it evolves. So you kind of, but yeah, you're right. I try not to be that guy who's like, "Well, back in our day, this is how we did it." Because I'm only 45.
Right.
And, to some people, obviously, if I was playing NFL football, I would have aged out 10 years ago.
That's right.
But as a comic, my sister and brother-in-law are talking about retiring at 55 and 57, and I'm like, I'm going to be dragging that luggage. I'll be dragging that luggage across the United States until I'm 85.
Sure,
you have to bury me with that thing.
It's that's not unlike musicians, where you said you find a comic who's 25 years older than you, not a household name by any stretch, but they're just incredible. Every musician you've ever heard of, every guy in a band that you love or girl in a band you love, they know people that blow them away, and they're like, "I don't know how I got here when this band or this songwriter or that singer is still getting nowhere fast." It's like the world is full of incredibly talented people, and a very small number of them get some lucky breaks.
Yeah.
And that's really all it comes down to, because the most talented people oftentimes don't get that break. They didn't bump into that producer at the right time. They didn't see that agent at the right time, and something doesn't happen. So all there is to do is keep grinding. You just work hard. That's all you can control.
That's all it is. Yeah. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. It is, I've opened for guys, they'll go, "Hey man, can you do a run from, whatever? You're going to start in East Grand Forks and you're going to work your way all the way to Portland." And you're like, "All right, you'll stop in Montana, you'll stop in Wyoming, whatever." And then you get there, and some of these guys that are opening for you have been in that town for 25 years. And they get up on stage and they literally just light the place up. And you're like, I got to follow that?
Yeah.
And you get on stage and you go, wow. I love the fact that you have to work for it. There's somebody out there that's just as good. But there are times where you meet these guys and go, what happened, man? And they're like, I had a couple of kids. I got divorced, lost a finger at the mill. Like, I'm just not.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just here. I'm just what I do.
Yeah.
In fact, I was on the road for 6 weeks kind of by myself during the summertime. We had 6 weeks off while a couple of the guys that we tour with were doing a game show. So I just decided instead of sit in Vegas at 125 degrees every day, I would just travel I drove up to Minnesota. I went to the cabin. I went through Montana and I stopped at this little tiny club that was it's called the Last Club on Earth, and it's in Bozeman, Montana. It's the only comedy club in Montana, and they go, hey, you'll go last tonight. It's not the headlining spot. You're just going to go last. And I'm like, all right. So the guy comes up to me and goes, hey, I know we're going to give you 15. Can you just do like 10 tonight? And I'm like, sure, no problem. Because Rich Little just showed up.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Rich Little.
Yeah, I was like, Rich Little.
Wow.
Rich Little from like the SNL. He's like, yeah. And I was like, in Bozeman, Montana? And he goes, dude, the guy bought a cabin here like 10 years ago, and he comes down every once in a while and wants to do a spot. And then he got up for what he was supposed to do was like 7 to 10 minutes. He did 35 minutes and was better than every comic that was on that bill that night. But he just goes back to his cabin, and then
that's awesome.
That's insane.
So cool.
I haven't heard that name in so long, and he was so big.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tremendous.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. Rudy Pavich is with us. Rick Bronson's House of Comedy. I said Brunson earlier. I was thinking about the Knicks. Rick Bronson's House of Comedy tonight. Tonight and Sunday. We were talking earlier in the show. Just to give you the background, there's my favorite show on TV ever is called Patriot on Amazon. It's about an intelligence officer. And there's a scene where he and another guy are being detained and essentially tortured. And the torture is they're in a cage. The lights are flashing all day long. They can never sleep, and they're being subjected to one song on a loop all day, every day.
Yeah.
And it's a comedy. It's not like a horrible show, but the song they're being subjected to is Don McLean's American Pie. And every time it kicks in, they're like, oh.
Yeah.
And so the song will end, and then they talk for a second, like, all right, I'll see you in 7 minutes. And then the song starts again, and they have to sit there like, oh. And so it just got us thinking. So for Rank You Very Much, we were talking about the songs that would torture us the most.
Yeah.
You have thoughts?
Yeah, there's a couple. Luckily, one of the songs that drives me the most insane, it only comes around once a year, and it's Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas.
That'll do it.
Yeah. And what's funny is I was in Los Angeles, and I met the guy who wrote that song. His name is Walter Anasif.
Okay.
He's written, all of the 80s, late 80s, early 90s hits. He wrote the Tarzan soundtrack with Phil Collins. He's got some bangers that this guy has written.
Sure.
But when we met for the first time, and then he walked away, and then a guy that I was at the party with goes, that's the guy who wrote All I Want for Christmas Is You. And I walked up to him and I go, I got a bone to pick with you, my man.
Yeah.
You have tortured me for so many years with that song. And he goes, but people love it. I get, because it only comes around once a year. But you put that thing on loop, and I'm out.
I thought you were going to say, I walked up to him and said, can I have $9 million, please?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a bag of peanuts for that guy.
Yeah, I ran into him in Reno recently, and I was doing the Reno Laugh Factory.
Okay.
And I ran into him. He was there at a wedding. And I'm like, you guys staying here at this casino? And he's like,
yeah, right.
We ain't staying at a casino in Reno. Are you kidding me?
There are people in retail who would tell you they have been subjected to that song on a loop for 24 hours, and we feel for them.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Here's the thing. I know everybody loves them. Everybody loves this song. Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Oh, really?
Because here's the thing. I always liked Def Leppard as a rock arena artist, and I was like, all right, they're whatever. And then somebody played me Def Leppard On Through the Night. When they were 17 years old, and I heard that, and then somebody got a hold of them from America and went, hey, do you guys like cocaine and chicks? Write songs about Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Yeah,
and then from that point on, I just can't. Now, they do have some great songs.
Sure they do.
Yeah, You Give Me Photograph.
Yeah.
There's so many good songs that they have. Hysteria, but this song, I don't know what it is. It's the whole anthem, and like drunk chicks who hear this song and go,
yeah, woo!
I'm
about
out
to get my woo girl on right now, dude. I love this
Hey,
one.
all the greats have a few swings and misses. You know what I mean?
of course,
It's okay.
yes.
It's to make this list doesn't mean we don't respect you. It's just every now and again. There's it's such a personal thing. There's just songs that get under your skin, and even if you like it, you're like, I just can never hear it again.
Yeah. Don Henley's All She Wants to Do Is Dance gets in my head.
Oh.
She can feel the heat coming
up
up
the
the
street.
street.
Oh.
It's so bad.
I haven't heard that one in a long time.
It's terrible. But then he's got Leather and Lace. And you go, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Those songs are so good.
Sure.
And
I no beef with the Boys of Summer either. That one never tired me out. I still like that one. But
Agreed.
yeah, All She Wants to Do Is Dance. I forgot all about that one.
yeah, there's that, and then what was his name with the gals who wore the black dresses? And
Robert Palmer?
Robert Palmer, yes. Oh, those songs too.
Addicted to Love.
There it is. Man, Robert Palmer's 70s records are top notch, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely spectacular.
Yeah. And
He's a badass singer.
What's great is there's a couple of like songs in there where people go, oh, you would probably hate this song but you give me Shiny Happy People, REM, I'm on board.
Sure.
It's a great pop song. I can listen to that all
that's
day.
it.
Call Me Maybe, love it. I can listen to Call Me Maybe,
Sure.
Carly Rae Jepsen all day. These are great pop songs.
Hey, man, the most hit me in the head with a baseball bat moment in the last 20 years was in 2013, and I was dropping my kid off at the pool, and then I had to go and do my afternoon radio show.
Yeah.
And this song called Royals by Lorde, who I'd never heard of, came on. The first time I heard that song, right away, I don't know why, I was like, what? I turned it up louder, and then it got to the first chorus, and I was like, what am I listening? It's the last guy in the world that wanted to hear that kind of music, and I got into the station, got on the, Googled it immediately, and I was like, this is the greatest song I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
To this day, when it comes on, I'm like, it just works.
Yeah,
does the job.
There's some jams. Even though you can say what you want about her politically, but Billie Eilish, bad guy. Oh, give me that
tremendous.
Song. Do. I'll dance to that. Sure.
Yeah, man. A good song's a good song.
Yeah.
Until it's not.
I agree. Yep.
All right, Rudy, you're at Rick Bronson's House of Comedy. Go see our friend Rudy. It's a pleasure to see you, brother. It's been forever.
Man, thank you guys so much. Love hanging out with you.
You know how to get here, so it's always open.
Thanks, man.
Today's last word, it is February the 19th. And on this day in 1878, Thomas Edison, you ever heard of him?
I think so.
He was given a patent, number 200521, for the phonograph.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, that technology basically made me who I am. Thanks for inventing record players, dude.
Yeah.
There are no words to adequately express my appreciation for record players and what they brought to my life and how much they shaped me. So thank you, Thomas Edison, not just for the phonograph, but for also a quote, which I will now share with you, one of my favorites.
Let's hear it.
Vision without execution is hallucination. Anytime you're starting a project, thinking, how am I going to commit to this? Am I going to do it? Just think about that one. Vision without execution is hallucination. Shoulder to the wheel, creators. Do it.
I'm just thinking about moving records right now and how laborious that is.
Yeah, that's not so much. That doesn't really apply. That's just busy work.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, tomorrow on the show, our buddy Stephen Hyden's going to stop by again. As will Jade.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited to have Jade in studio for a few hours. And the good news is we're out of here for right now, but here comes Lisa Miller. That's always good news. Well, this is Dave Matthews, but after that, Lisa Miller, right here on Minnesota's 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning is also Gorman on the go. Get the 92 KQRS app and stream live or catch the Gorman in the morning podcast anytime. 92 KQRS.